It's the Ghurn Blandston Show. 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 And thank you so much, everybody, for that great introduction. We're back on the Ghurn Blandston Show. It's our special holiday episode, and we want to let you know that we do have our bells on, and we do have things going on. And so, listen, right now, I want to introduce you or let you know who's here with me. My co-host of 45 years. He's broadcasting tonight from his sick bed at the, well, maybe Dink, maybe you can tell him where you're at.
I'm at the Our Lady of the Frenchman's Hospital for the Religiously Insane.
That's right. That's what I've been told. And you know, Dink, I don't know how much you've told the folks in public, what got you there. Maybe you'd like to let the people know tonight, how come you're in the hospital and, what's the name of your nurse?
No, and I don't remember.
Well, Dink, you seem to be pretty bad off, buddy. Man, I'm so sorry you're in that condition, but you are a trooper and you are going to go ahead with the show. And so we'd like to welcome a couple of people with us tonight, too. They're on the line from the great state of Tennessee, Nashville to be exact.
Woo!
And go ahead, guys, introduce yourselves to the folks.
Hello, are you there?
Hey, hello.
It's Jackie Blitz here.
Hey, and it's Bart Leatherwood.
It's Christmas time here in Nashville.
Hey, man, come on.
I thought I ran over about reindeer.
Yes, you did.
It's dangerous over in Nashville.
It's a wild time over here in Nashville.
So many bucks walking around.
And so they'll be on our show tonight for just a holiday thing. We're glad to have them. Tell me your names again, just for the audience.
So sorry, we were just in the spirit over here. I'm Jackie Blitz, baby.
Jackie Blitz, and was it Jerome Weatherwood?
Oh, close. It's Bart Leatherwood, but you can call me Bart.
Bart and Jackie. Jackie, I believe you live in Nashville. Someone is telling me on my headphone. Can you tell the folks whether you enjoy that?
Oh, I'll tell you what, by golly, we enjoy it the best. Nashville is another town. You would never know.
I probably wouldn't. I don't know much, and what I think I do know, I sometimes am wrong about that too. So,
what you think you know, you don't know.
No, I don't. I know. I was talking to Nostradamus the other day, and he just kept saying, "I know."
Feels right.
So we'll be back with you guys a little later, and we'll get your take on
baby.
Nashville.
Yeah.
And so hang on the line there for us, and you want to play us out with something, Saber, for our first hard break?
What around? She's been drinking too much eggnog. Come on. Oh, she heard all the medication.
Come on.
And so we have,
Grandma got ran over by
I believe we've been taken over here by country and western fans. We're going to go right back to it and see if we can make something happen out of this. Stay tuned for more.
Okay, I feel better.
And we're back. We'd like to say a word now tonight for our sponsor who's been with us since the first episode. They have hung with us, and we want to really thank them. It's Dick, the Dick Company. You know, we've advertised in the past their sanitary napkin rings, and tonight we want to welcome a new product in the Dick line. It's bacon flavored aftershave. Bacon shave. That's right, folks. It's bacon shave. Have you ever wanted to go out on that night and have a good time with your girlfriend? Have you ever thought of going into a place, a crowded room or something like that, and wondered, do I smell okay? Dink, has that ever happened to you?
I want to try bacon shave and go to a vegan restaurant and see what happens.
Well, yes, you can turn it into a protest, if you will. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
pretty good conversation starter, if you ask me.
Dick, bacon flavored aftershave. Don't leave home without it. Hey, I'd like to tell you we're back on the Ghurn Show, and we're here with our guests. Dink's doing his show tonight from his hospital bed, his sick bed. Dink, hang in there, buddy. We think we can get you through tonight. How you feeling right now? How are the drugs?
I've been trying to get the nerve, so I haven't had any in a while. I feel like a bucket of shit with the handles on the inside.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, I think it'll all come out in the wash, and we'll be okay. I also want to take a moment to plug the Ghurn Show. You can find us on Yahoo Mail. You can find us on Bonanza, right after Bonanza on Channel 3. And you can find us on all the social platforms, Gunshot, Will You, Severe Headache Club, all those platforms. And so please like, share, and subscribe, and say a prayer for Dink that he gets better.
We also have a Tinder listing.
Well, that's great. Dink is single.
FarmersOnly.com sponsored us tonight.
Say that again.
FarmersOnly.com.
FarmersOnly.com. That's right.
I think I've seen Dink on there. I think I've seen him on there.
Have you?
Dating site. Yeah, it could be.
Well, Jackie, he gets around. The man has been in show business for approximately 74 years. And
I understand.
He knows all there is to know. I met him, I met Dink at a party at Roddy McDowell's house. We were there,
Right.
and we met, and, it's been 74 great years on the air together.
Did you send a friend request? Over mail?
No.
Or email?
No, I sent a letter. It was addressed to, I don't know, the North Pole maybe, because this is our holiday show, and we want to get in that holiday spirit. So everybody, we're going to take a little break here to pour ourselves a hot toddy, an eggnog. What do you like, Dink? What do you like on these holiday nights?
I like my spiked hot chocolate.
Spiked hot chocolate. How about you, Jackie? Do you like spiked hot chocolate?
Oh, I can't do the chocolate, but I'll do a good hot whiskey.
Hot toddies.
There's a woman after my own heart.
I was going to say, you could be kinfolk.
That's right. And
Not here in Nashville. I don't know this guy.
no. And speaking of Nashville, when we come back, we're going to have Jackie and Mr. Wormwood give us a tour of
This Mr. Leatherwood over here. I don't know who Wormwood is.
Mr. Leatherwood, excuse me, Jake, I believe
Common
it is.
mistake.
Jake Leatherwood.
Clark.
Clark.
Close, sir.
Clark.
I'll go by anything but jackass, you know.
All right. Well, we'll be
That's
back
what they
with
call
Jackass
me.
and his wife in just a moment. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We are back here with the show, and we've got Jackie and Burl Smotherwood with us, and we are so
Well,
delighted.
I'll
to
tell
have
you
them.
what. That's a common misconception, but it's Bert. It's Bert.
It's Bert. Bert. Bert.
Like burnt toast.
I want to apologize for the name flub up there. We are in an old country that possibly doesn't recognize certain elements of the regional dinacular, as it were.
It's a hard life out there.
It is. And so you're here, Jackie, to let us know and tell us about. You live in one of the greatest cities in this country, by God, Nashville, Tennessee. The greatest city in the country. And tell us a little bit about what a weekend is there as opposed to anywhere else.
Well, I'll tell you, you roll into Nashville on Thursday, and you're going to get about 65 bachelorette parties in one night.
So it's the bachelorette party capital of the world. Is that what you're saying?
Well, quite basically, yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
It's a wild time. And I tell you, Broadway, it's a small word, but it is a wild time.
No, come on.
Yes, sir. The legendary Broadway where, I believe Carl Thuggins made his debut in 1890. And then later on, Merle Scaggins was in there. Dink, do you know any of the guys from that era in Nashville?
I don't know those guys, but I do have to say that I've been to Nashville a bunch of times. And I like the Broadway downtown area before the Hard Rock, before the football team.
And that would probably include Kid Rock's new place.
I haven't been there yet. It's been a while.
So you're
not new, but it's a place.
You're more of an old school Broadway Nashville guy.
So he knows what the purple field is.
So, and I gotta let the audience know that if you notice a gap between what I say and when Dink starts talking, it's because he's in Austria. And we are hooked up to the satellite, so it takes a second or two to get there. Anyway, Jackie, back to you.
That's good. I was thinking it was brain damage or something.
So I hear, I've done some math. I've done some math on Broadway. And you correct me if I'm wrong about any of this.
Oh, I will.
Thank you. Broadway is about 1.5 miles long.
Yeah, accurate.
And on that 1.5 miles, there are approximately 66 taverns, bars, music houses, whatever you want to call it.
Seems like you've done your research, Ghurn.
So of those 66 bars that are on that 1.5 mile stretch, is it not also true that most of the clubs have 2 or 3 floors?
Quite absolutely. Right?
So, correct. And so,
absolutely.
So Ghurn.
Ghurn.
Ghurn, come back to me. I'm sorry. Sometimes Ghurn 2.0 takes over, and I have to come back to center, okay? As I was saying, they have 2 or 3 floors, and there's 66 of them, so that would be approximately 300 places that a band can play in a mile and a half.
Well, how many? As usual, your math sucks.
We seem to have lost Jackie.
We're still here.
Nobody said there was going to be math involved.
That's right.
So
places get chicken strips, sir.
So what I'd like you to talk about, Jackie, is do you know of anywhere else in the world? And I know you're well traveled. You've been to Paris, Bengal. You've been to Ethiopia. You've been to
Bengal and Bangor,
Maine. You've been back down through the Great Lakes a couple of times.
Yep.
I don't know of anywhere else that there are over 300 bands in a mile and a half. It's incredible.
I'll tell you what, you are right, Ghurn. And it's a special place here in this city. And you go out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to be the same on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's a party all night long.
I've heard that. The bands kick off at 10 a.m. and the last band finishes up at 2 a.m. the next morning.
Every day. And
each band works a 4-hour shift.
That's right.
Well,
some of them aren't that good, but they're there.
Is anybody else?
Ghurn, I'm getting some
great,
intel.
Ghurn.
You are getting
intel?
Some
intel here, Ghurn. Yeah. I'm just hearing that. I heard that you and your band were going to play recently on Broadway.
Yeah.
Is that intel correct?
That intel was partially correct. I'm sorry. We're out of time.
Oh.
No, that was partially correct, but we went up there with stars in our eyes and a song in our heart and
a blunt in our mouth.
That's correct, and we had some great pancake waffle thingies. There were a lot of parts of that was great. I met a man who kissed me on my head. And told me I was and told me I was special.
You're so special, Ghurn.
And I don't think he was talking about riding the little bus to school. I think he was, actually thought of me as a special person. So it was a great time. But no, the Ghurn and the Ghurn Blasters, we didn't do so well. We tried. Ghurn and the Ghurn Blasters is who we were.
Is that your porno name?
No.
It was Kitty. Kitty was on auto harp, and we had Kitty on auto harp, and then Dink played the melon, I believe it's called. Dink, is that right? The melon. And so we were up there, and there just wasn't any call for melon music at that point.
No.
And we had to go back home.
Dink shouldn't have brought his melon. Dink should have brought something else.
Well, he's never without his melon, and that's one of the things I like about him. He's so dedicated and loyal. He's a real asshat to the company. What's that, Kitty?
Ass hats. You said ass hats.
No, I said asset. He's an asset to the company.
That's not what I heard.
Not asset.
Not what I heard.
We all heard
the sound quality. It's rough sound quality.
I'm sure that's it.
Blame it on the sound guy. Yeah.
Ghurn's the sound guy.
Yeah.
That's right. I sweep the floors. I lay the asphalt. I get up every morning thinking, what can I do for my country and my God and my God, and my God. I really try to do that and live that way. And
the melons is what I play.
The melons is Dink.
Amen, brother Bob.
Dink is a melon expert. Well, tell him about
it. Melon head.
He is a melon head. There are 3 styles of melon when it comes to music. There's the soprano that's made out of what are those yellow things? Those yellow melons. We used to call them musk melon. They were called musk melons, and they cantaloupe. There we go. So the first
there you go.
Cantaloupe is the small, higher notes, and then you get way down to the watermelon, and then, the big watermelon, and the pumpkin that's like huge, like 6
huge
foot tall.
Pumpkin,
yeah, double alto pumpkin. And so,
those are cheap.
Yeah. So we're going to take a break and let everybody catch up and rearrange their minds. We want to say tonight has been brought to you by Dick. You need Dick. Bacon aftershave. You need Dick. We're back with the Ghurn Blandston Show, and we're going to check in and see if we can get in contact with Dink again. Hello, Dink, out there in your sick bed in your hospital room. What do you have to say? Oh, shit. I believe Dink is suffering a myocardial infarction right now, and so hopefully he'll be back with us shortly. Clear? Dink, can you speak to me, Dink?
Help me.
Dink. Let's have some good hospital music there, kitty.
Hospital music.
Hospital music to get, make Dink feel better.
Hospital music.
Hospital music.
Do you know the way to San Tropez?
Or Jose.
I don't know how that one goes.
Well, that's really okay. That's okay,
that
kitty. That's what we have you here for.
And Santa Fe, I've been away too long. I don't know how to get there. That's all I know.
Oh, that's great. And so
Dink's house is yellow there.
That's it. That was unbelievable. I have to ask Jackie, did you have any good times there in Nashville that involved some kind of celebrity, a brush with celebrity, if you will? We may have. Wait. Hold on, people. Shortwave is so hard nowadays. We're going to try it one more time. Jackie, do you have us a Jackie? Come on in there, Jackie, if you can hear us.
Jackie's here.
All right. Okay, now I believe we got you now, Jackie.
Dial up here is it's a little rough out here in Nashville,
I believe the question. I believe the question was, have you had a brush with greatness or a brush with celebrity while living in Nashville?
Well, you know what? I will bring in my most favorite husband, Burt Leatherwood, and I'm gonna let him tell the story of our.
Burt, tell us about the story.
Brush with celebrity.
I know. I want to know. Dink wants to know.
We just tried to get real fancy and sneak into this hotel. Okay? But we didn't know what we were doing, and I got into this elevator with this man. He was a very, very big man, had large muscles, and
big, tall, very tall.
Yeah, tall.
Because you're
good-looking guy.
You're like 6'7", and he was taller than you.
Yeah, 7 feet plus.
He's 6'8" on a good day.
Yeah,
I see.
And, I just kept looking at him and thinking, I know who this man is. And then I just couldn't figure it out. And then finally I just asked him,
It was Michael Jordan.
It was Michael motherfucking Jordan.
It was Michael
Are you shitting me? Well, that's incredible,
Yeah,
Kitty. Kitty, thank you so much. That is incredible. And at that point that you ascertained his name was, or his identity, as it were, was Michael Jordan. What did you what did you do then? Did you ask him like some kind of stupid, silly question, or
No, after that they kicked me out.
They kicked.
You know what, Ghurn? He fangirled a little bit, Ghurn. He fangirled and he went a little too much, and they said, "Sir, I'm going to ask you to leave."
Oh, I see. Well,
drooled a little too much on his shoes.
Well, it doesn't end well sometimes, and that's
apparently the fence means you can't cross it. I didn't know that.
The rules, those rules.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines in Nashville there. More along the lines, have you ever had a brush with, what would they be called, Dink? A famous artist? A
Garth Brooks.
A Garth Brooks.
Tim McGraw.
A Tim McGraw. A Kid Rock. Barbara Mandrell. Maybe
I'll tell you, Ghurn.
Maybe a Kitty Wells. Maybe a Kitty Wells.
I know you're a little bit higher in the age bracket. I know. I get it. But
that's an
I'm
ugly.
going to tell you a name.
That's an ugly rumor started by my agent. That's an ugly rumor. That's not true. I'm 34 years old.
All right, Ghurn. So if I tell you, I had a run-in with a girl named Lauren Elena. She's hot on the charts these days in country music.
And so
I had a run-in with her.
So you had a brush with Miss Elena.
And by brush,
was she?
We danced. We danced on the dance
danced
floor.
Together on the dance floor.
We danced on the dance floor with Lauren Elena.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture that.
Ghurn, you don't even know who that is, but we can pretend.
No, I do not.
Okay. It's okay.
Dink, what do you make of all this?
Well, I'm just wondering if this was like two-stepping or slow dancing or what this was.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah. So what did you do?
I will tell you, me and Bert will get down on a two-stepping floor. We'll cut a rug, if you will.
No, but I'm talking about the gal.
I always. Well, I was never. I always two-step was too many for me.
Too many.
Yeah.
So what kind of dancing were you doing with Lauren Elena?
Well, Bart was there. Bart watched it. Bart was very happy about it.
Of course, we're speaking.
We were at Florida Georgia line.
Of course, we're speaking of Bart Weatherwood, coming from the
Leatherwood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Straight from Tennessee.
All right, everybody that thinks we need a new host, raise your hand.
My hand's up.
Somebody that gives a shit about remembering their guest's name.
Both hands up.
Well, unfortunately, we can only take your word for that, but yeah. Ghurn, straighten up, Ghurn, Dad.
Straighten up.
I'm so trying. We have some technical difficulties here, and we want to.
Ghurn's leaving.
You need to slow down.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the tape. I'm gonna stop the tape, and then we're gonna go on with the next hit. Someone stop the tape, please. I believe there's a man, Jenkins, are you up there? Could you please stop the tape? And we're back with the Ghurn Blandston show. Oh man, we're gonna play our game now, and we've done this before, and we have on the line a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Carl Flancher. Mrs. Flancher, are you there, Mrs. Flancher?
You know, I'm trying to call Miss Blanchard, but she's not here right now.
All right.
Message at the beep.
All right. Can I ask your name, Miss?
You're gonna get Mrs. Blitz and Mr. Leatherwood.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. You can play our game with us. The game is called Does it sound racist? Okay,
we're here for it.
I'm going to give you some phrases, some words, and you tell me if you think they sound racist.
Feels like a game we could probably play in our house right now.
All right, here we go. Stump haulers. Stump haulers. Look at those stump haulers over there by the corner. They don't do anything but play pool and hang around. Those freaking fucking stump haulers. Does that sound racist?
No, I say no.
No?
Yeah,
what do you say?
What about you, Gus?
Kind of racist. It sounds like you're talking about some Mexicans sitting at Home Depot waiting to get a little job.
We hadn't thought about the Home Depot angle.
That's a good angle.
Have we, Dink? I don't believe.
Bart, is that what you believe, or you just think that some people could possibly conceive it that way?
I may have used that a time or two just to talk to them folks, them scholars. They cheat. And they work well,
So
sometimes
what about let's move on to the next one. Sleeve jabbers. Sleeve jabbers. You know, I was at a concert the other night, and these sleeve jabbers kept being noisy and shit. Sleeve jabbers. How about that one?
You know, I'll tell you what, I wasn't born in your generation, so...
That's true. That's true. You were born Stardate 3257.5, I believe.
Well, Ghurn, you don't know me, okay? So you don't know when I was born. So
I don't know. You're right.
You don't know.
So I'm gonna take a stab at that generation, and I'm gonna say no.
No. Okay.
Okay. Yes. That sounds more like rich white girls wear them puffy jackets,
I like that. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
So
the last,
say rich
one last one here. All right. Muggle jumpers.
Straight from Harry Potter. Harry Potter. I'll tell you what. 10 out of 10, 1,000%.
If it weren't for them Muggle jumpers, we'd have more jobs in the United States.
No.
Racist.
Oh, that's racist?
Yeah.
Muggle,
I think I've heard someone say that in Texas once.
Muggle jumpers. That's racist.
I'm a Gryffindor, so I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that muggles.
All right. Well, thanks for playing our game, Dink.
Yes. Yes, Ghurn.
It's that pesky satellite delay. I just hate it. I wish technology would catch up with us. We're
pretty fast.
Yes, we're low tech and low riders. So we're going to come back with another segment. That's so great. Kitty, you always know where to put the sound effects, and your timing. Your timing is impeccable. We really love we really love your contributions to the podcast. And before
meow 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 meow.
Okay, before we go out, we'd like to welcome our sponsor again, and also let the people know. Dink, can you let them know where you can find the Ghurn Blandston Show?
Everywhere. Wherever you listen to your local podcast, on YouTube, be sure, whether you like us or not, to like and subscribe. We need the numbers, babies.
We do.
Hey, we're gonna be on TikTok here soon.
Yes.
You know, who cares about the government? But we're getting on that TikTokers.
We have a
We're
TikTok.
about to sign a contract with Netflix.
We decided to get an account on Cash App, and
we got that Venmo, we got that PayPal.
And you can, and of course, go to our Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/The Ghurn Blandston Show, featuring Dink Dinkle Dinkelson, and you
don't have to put the www on there anymore.
It doesn't say all that.
You don't have to put the W's on there anymore.
That's not a thing anymore.
It's not.
Honestly, this is Bart here. I'm just trying to figure out how do you spell all that.
This is Bart here. Hey, he's doing a man on the street. This is Bart here. We're out here. Hey, I've got you for that later. Okay. You can't spell all that. That's Patreon. Patreon. I want to do another segment just a little bit, and so we're going to take a second to catch our breath and for everybody to have a phone call.
And learn how to spell the Ghurn Blandston Show.
And what? What was that?
And learn how to spell the Ghurn Blandston Show.
Yes, it's GHURNBLANDSTON. The Ghurn Blandston Show. And you can also email us on Ghurn Blandston @gmail, and you can make a whole afternoon out of it. You and the kids can go out and find a mailbox and drop us a letter. You can go to the local post office and turn your telephones on. So come on down to the Ghurn Blandston Show. Thank you. All right, we're back. Give us some music, Kitty. All right, thanks, Kitty, and we love Kitty and her organ. We've had many comments about it. We've come to the part of the show where I want to read some of the YouTube and other platform comments. Dink, I want to read some of the comments we've had.
Well, cool, because I haven't seen them yet, so this is good. Read away there, Ghurn.
All right,
I can't wait.
Jackie, you with us?
Jackie's over here just biting her nails.
All right. The first one we have is from a Bill Pasternak in Pasture, Illinois. He writes, "Ghurn, go home."
Well, the good news is, Ghurn, you're recording this from your home, right?
That's right. And so I guess really the joke's on him. The next one, the next one we have is from Patsy Pasternak from Pasture, Arizona. She writes, "Ghurn, your show should be the poster child for Lunesta." Well, thank you, Patsy.
Elevator? What is that, Ghurn?
Lunesta is a sleeping pill, Dink. She's comparing our show to a sleeping pill, a modern sleeping pill. But
hey, they do say that people learn a lot while they're sleeping.
That's right, and so. So yeah, we want to thank Patsy for writing in that or leaving that comment on YouTube. The next one,
Ghurn, can I say a couple quick things?
Sure.
I think Bart's comment was right on the money. I think we should start doing some subliminal things in our broadcast for the people that have gone to sleep. I don't think she's seen our one good episode, so I think she should go back and.
That's right, and we do have one good episode.
It's this one right here.
Yeah,
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the episodes we've done so far. And, despite these comments, let me read you the next one. This comes from a Charlie X is his Twitter. This comes off of Twitter from Charlie
Twitter.
X.
It's Ghurn. It's not Twitter.
It's not Twitter?
Not Twitter anymore. No,
oh,
it's
that's
not Twitter.
right.
That's not what they call it.
It's changed to our galactic overlord symbol, X.
You're right. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
No, that's not the galactic overlord symbol. But anyway.
It's not?
That's the one.
Well, Dink, if you know something I don't, please illuminate.
Dink knows nothing.
Well, that's long been the rumor, and I'm just.
And yet you introduced me as the smartest man on the planet.
Yeah. Well, go figure.
You ain't right. You ain't right, Ghurn. You ain't right. So our next comment. Yeah, we'll talk about that other stuff, whatever it was.
Yeah. Actually, Dink, this one's for you. This one is a comment. It says to Dink. Dinkelson, it says, and that's from Sandy RX down in Nevada. She says, Dink, if you look like you sound, you should seek some kind of government help. Exactly. And so, people,
Thanks,
listen, people, you need to, we like your comments. We really do.
Keep them to yourself.
Yeah.
I think that was subliminal. I think that girl wants your number, Dink.
I think so. I think she does. That's a possibility.
Yeah, no, we definitely want free speech in the Ghurn Blandston show.
What's your cell phone number, Dink?
What's your Twitter handle, apparently?
Are you on
www.dinkeldinkelson.com.
Dink, are you on that Tinder deal?
No, I'm on the Razor Brain Crust.
You're not on that Tinder deal?
No. He's on Farmers Only.
Yeah.
I think he qualified for the senior bachelor, didn't you, Dinkle? You almost made that cut, didn't you?
I asked.
He tried.
All right. Listen, we're going to take a little break here and get back to the entertainment in just a little bit. We want to let you know that tonight is brought to you by Dick. Dick, you need Dick. Since I've been on what I lovingly call happy pills, I have been, just loving
Are those
life.
the purple ones?
I think they're called Sodinacor or something like that, and they're geared for they're geared for people like me who have a hard time. Yeah. And so, no, to answer your question, Gus Weatherwood, I am not stressed out at all. I'm not stressed out at all. So, we have another segment coming up. I think you guys are going to like it. We've got the young people. Ghurn, thank you. We have the young people going to play a game with us. So old folks, and we're going to see how that goes for everybody. So please stay tuned and remember www.theGhurn/YouTube 13457 ///324. Thank you.
The big one that kind of crossed over so much, I think, was Garth.
Yeah. So he's actually just starting a new. He just opened a new bar here that just went kind of bankrupt. I don't know if they went bankrupt, but they closed down. So he ended up buying that area, and he's calling it Friends in Low Places, and it's supposed to be the biggest dance hall on Broadway. So
It's probably going to be.
It will be, and I do hate that
We'll be there.
his political views are pretty skewed, but
Yeah, Hank Williams.
Right.
Hank Williams Jr. refused to play with him on stage.
Why
it
is,
stands, it's unfortunate.
is Garth a bleeding heart liberal?
Mm-hmm.
He is very close to it.
Well, he's married to Tricia, and
Yeah.
that skews the decision-making process to some degree.
Yeah,
Well-
he is honestly. He leans more towards that. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where you get that. I mean, look at Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
Actually,
Who, Caitlin?
you have to look at Caitlin nowadays.
Is
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner a thing?
No, Bruce is not a thing.
Yeah.
He was a thing.
He was a thing.
Yeah. He got his
But,
thing cut off.
Oh, man,
I prefer to remember Mark Spitz. Now you young people probably don't go back to Mark Spitz, but he's
No, I
I
don't.
remember.
Dink remembers. Dink remembers. Dink remembers the Mark Spitz. He was a true champion, was he not, Dink?
Multi gold medal winner. Yes.
Wow, it's really weird that the delay we've had up to this point has now disappeared. That's great. And,
Well,
and thank you for being back for the last segment, Dink. I know you're in your sick bed in the hospital.
This is the Ghurn Blandston show is like therapy, man.
I know. It's probably mostly something that you'd like to forget about, but I really appreciate you hanging in there.
I love
And
that.
we're back.
That
So
just makes me
we're going to
smile.
play a game now with Jackie and Les Needlemeyer. We're
Large Leatherwood.
what?
Large Leatherwood.
What?
I believe it was,
You be smoking, got your head a little twisted.
I believe it's Bart. It's Bart Nevermore. Bart Nevermore. What?
Neverwood.
Yeah, and so they've got a game they want us to play. Dink, do you have are you in an upright position at this point?
I'm in my sick bed. I'm.
Well,
but
can
it's
you
okay.
raise that head part of your sick bed up a little bit?
I got a couple pillows and the goosebumps under me.
Okay, all right.
We'll wait for you to call the nurse to go ahead and.
Nurse.
Nurse Picklemeyer, Nurse Picklemeyer to the nurses station, please. And so they're gonna have us play a game of the things kids say today and what we think, we being you, Kitty, myself, what we think these phrases and or sayings mean.
Just
am I right?
what the great team.
What does it mean? Okay. We can do this.
So go ahead, Jackie. Jackie or Les, either one. Bart.
Well,
Bart, go
first
ahead.
of all,
Bart.
It's Bart. You can call me Bart, sir.
Bart.
It's okay.
Bart, go ahead, Bart.
Bart is here. Bart works to let you know there's a little bit of rules here. We're gonna go one by one, and I want each one of you to tell me what you think this word means.
Word or phrase?
Word or phrase.
Word or
And
phrase.
tell me what you think it means.
Correct.
And we will tell you what
What
it
it actually means. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead anytime. Dink,
All right.
wait. Dink, are you ready over here?
Are we going to go left
I
to
want
right?
to know if I can go last or if we're taking turns going first.
No.
Last.
Whoever we
We're
give
gonna
our
switch it up. We're gonna switch it up. Dink, you're going first.
All right, Dink, you go first.
I deserve that.
Yeah, that's right, Dink. All right, so our first one is
Love you, Bart.
basic. You're so basic, Dink. You're so basic.
What does that mean in today's
You're just so simple, so stupid.
Close.
Yeah.
Close. Kitty?
I think you're just plain. You're just plain.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm going to say.
And Ginger, is that your name? Ginger?
Oh God, no. Ghurn Blandston. I'm going to say basic means that you don't need much out of life.
Oh. I think Kitty won that round.
Kitty won that?
Pretty boring. Pretty boring.
Yeah, pretty boring.
Kitty's answer. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Kitty's
1
up.
point for Kitty.
Like,
Kitty's
before
up.
we came on this show, this broadcast was basic, you know?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Wait, Dink, have I been insulted, Dink?
That was a big effing touche.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, you have been toucheed by the youngins.
Is that anything like in the 80s when you were served?
Very, very similar.
You got
very similar. Okay, give us the next phrase. Give us the
All
next.
right.
All right.
Make it a good
Kitty.
one. Mm-hmm.
Kitty,
I'm ready.
Kitty, it's bet.
Bet.
spell that.
Like B-E-T?
Can you use it in a
B-E-T.
sentence?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Hey, I'm going to go to the store and get some Pepsi.
Bet.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm glad I'm not you. Go ahead, Kitty.
Better be here when I get back or I'll kick your ass. No? No?
That could be
Am I
it.
close?
Dink, what do you think, sir?
Why does Ghurn always get to go last?
It's his show.
That's what I think.
I think.
You better.
You better.
You better.
I
would say
you better get some Pepsi.
The man, the myth, legend, Ghurn.
Okay, I would say it's. I'm going to have to go with a Kitty on this one. You better be here when I get back.
No,
So is anybody close?
No,
Is anybody close on that one?
How about
I would say Dink might be the closest.
It might be, yeah.
Well,
what was his answer?
hats
I missed
off
it.
to Dink.
Okay, what's the
Well,
answer?
It's a response indicator. Like if someone says something to you, like, "Oh, you're not gonna, do a backflip off that trampoline."
Bet.
Like,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do
Ah.
it. Bet. I'm gonna do it. You know.
Oh, okay. Dink.
Okay.
Dink.
All right.
Dink.
All right. That's good.
Yes.
Dink, I'm gonna translate that for you. Okay. Okay.
What do you mean you're going to translate it? I'm the closest.
I'm gonna put it.
I'm the closest.
I'm gonna put it into the '50s vernacular for you. Ready?
Oh, okay. You're gonna
That word's not even.
slang it for me.
Vernacular of the '50s would be, "I double dog dare you."
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now it's just bet.
Now it's just
What?
bet.
Does that have
All right.
anything to do with anything?
I was going for a dog.
Hey,
Never
there might
found
be
it.
another episode. What they call it now to what you guys had then.
Okay, well,
Come on.
listen, I'd like to let you sweethearts
Oh, I
know
know.
that we do the Ghurn Show once a week, and it's hard to come up with material sometimes. And I know I'm taking down the third wall right now, and I'm speaking directly to our audience. That Kitty is off her meds
Looking
for sure.
for a dog. That's not it. That's not a dog.
There's
Nothing
simply
like
no
a
way to
dog.
control her at this point. But I want to say
Sorry, my bad.
to all of our listeners that
I think Seth was coming in there.
Like the Johnny Carson show.
What?
With,
All right, Gertrude, next word. You ready?
Uh-huh.
No cats.
No cats?
Yeah,
No,
no
that's
cats.
clear. That's easy.
CAP.
No
Hey,
cap.
Ball cap.
No cap.
Correct.
No
Uh-huh.
capital letter.
What's that mean?
I-
Gurn, you're
Oh,
first.
oh,
Nope.
there. Oh, we're
Okay.
back to the game. Thank
Back
you
to the
so
game.
much. Wait just a second, guys. We've got
Programs. Get your programs.
to have our
Can't keep
a
up
word
with
from
our
our
program.
sponsor, Dick Bacon Flavored Shaving Cream. Get Dick if you know what's good for you. Okay, so we're back,
I've used
and
Dick shaving cream.
the next phrase. Go ahead, Jackie. Give us the next phrase.
No cap.
No caps.
CAP. No cap.
Singular.
So
no cap.
is this
Singular.
something? Is it? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, like Bert, what are you doing tonight?
No cap
What are you doing tonight, Bert?
means I'm
No,
not.
tell me what you're doing.
And
The Ghurn Blandston show.
No cap?
No cap.
if I answered with no cap, is that what you're saying? That no cap would come into play? I'd say no cap.
Correct.
Uh-huh. So what do I think no cap means? I think that's probably I'm not having sex tonight. I'm without a partner. No one likes me. Chicks
That never
think I'm
stopped you
awful.
before.
It didn't. It didn't. Do you remember those
All right,
days,
all right,
Dink?
Kitty.
So
What's your,
yeah,
what's your
Kitty.
choice, Kitty?
I
Kitty?
got nothing.
Let's get through the
Kitty?
game. and then
I
we'll
got nothing.
Kitty's
I
got
got
nothing. Kitty's.
Kitty's got nothing?
No,
Kitty's
no
got
cap?
We
nothing.
need one.
Kitty's
We
got-
need something.
I
Something.
know. I
Give us
know.
something.
Kitty needs something. Where are those blue pills when she needs them?
I don't know, Kitty.
I think I got it. It means like no kidding or no shit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, is that it?
Thank you.
Dink is-
Thank you,
Dink
Dink.
is living in the 21st
Thank you,
century.
Well done, Ding, Dinkle, Dinkle.
Dink. All right. Dink Dinkle Dinkelson. See, there's
One
a
point
reason.
for him.
There's a reason why I call him the smartest man on the planet.
I'm hip, baby. I'm hip.
All right,
Next one.
Kitty,
Okay, I'm ready.
your turn. Drip.
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 Use it in a
Content.
sentence.
D-R-I-P.
DR. Okay, use it in a sentence. You
Does
can't
that
do
make?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Kitty? Look at that drip you got on today.
Yeah.
Ooh,
See, it's
Girl, you
totally
be
different.
dripping.
that drip.
Oh, that, like your
Totally different than what
clothes,
it meant in our day.
that look, that, oh yeah, I know, in our day.
I
it
think
didn't mean
they're
that.
talking about your garments.
Your garments.
Yeah.
Your garments. I'm going to go with
your
garments.
clothing, your attire, your.
Dink, what do you say?
I'm with you guys. This is going to be unanimous.
Yeah.
I think it's more.
Unanimous.
What do you think?
I think it's how
Garments?
much product you have in your hair.
No.
Whether it's
No.
dripping, whether it's
No.
dripping out off your
Be too
head.
obvious.
Commercial.
No, too obvious.
Too obvious.
Partial drip or all drip?
This is getting gross,
You
guys.
tell us.
That's close.
You guys are close. Yeah, it has to do with style, you know?
Yeah.
What you're wearing.
Style.
It's looking dapper. You would
Yeah.
say dapper, right?
Dapper. Good word.
Dapper. Come on.
Okay.
All right, let's
Yeah.
turn the tables. Let me break this up just a second, and we're clear. And then we're going to go back on. Here we go, and record. And
Jim, you okay?
yeah. I don't know.
My bad. Totally
All right.
my bad.
Let's turn the tables on you kids, shall we?
One moment.
Oh. Okay, we're going to have a break right now. All right. Let's turn the tables on you guys, man.
We're here.
The expression, and you might know some of these because both of you are fairly well educated, and we've seen you, on several things that say you have.
Yeah,
some
Bart
sense.
doesn't know the life I've lived, okay?
I've pulled a few people,
Yeah. So this saying comes from our day. Far out.
Oh, that's an easy.
Far out.
That's a word that we have to describe, y'all.
Yeah, what did it mean in its day? Far out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Like totally cool, dude.
No.
Like far out, man.
No. No.
No.
Far out. Oh, man.
No.
Stop. Final answer.
I'm gonna say far out meant, that was a good strategy, but that's a little far out there.
Oh, I like that.
A little out to the space, You've been smoking a little too much. You're a little far out.
Dink, tell him what far out meant.
I'm gonna let you tell him, Ghurn.
All right.
Zink
All right.
doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
No, Dink, trust me, Dink knows.
Dink's on his
Dink knows.
Dink's on his sick bed, so be easy. The term far out had more to do with something that you were going to do or an activity you were going to take part in. And it was like the ultimate compliment. Oh, far out, let's do that.
Oh, let's do that.
Well,
Yeah.
A little French in there. Far out there.
Yeah.
No cap.
No cap.
I
No
think
cap.
she kind of had it, but when you
I
start
do
throwing
too.
dude and stuff in there,
Yeah.
far out. Cool was part of being far out.
Yeah, I think Miss.
So if I carried the comb in my sleeve and rolled my pants sleeves up and wore the leather jacket, I
You're
was
far out. Yeah, heck yeah.
Far out.
Far
That
out,
was
man.
actually pretty
Kenny,
far out.
did you get a little memory there? or
And
what?
drip.
That was technically called a greaser, I believe.
Yeah,
With
that was-
drip.
that was
Don't
pretty
forget the
far out.
drip.
Kitty got it though. She got that drip.
I
she
got the
that
drip.
It's all about that drip, about that drip, about that drip. All about that drip, about that drip, about that drip. Okay, this has been the Ghurn Blandston Show. We're going to go out with a little Selmer Hayek on bass guitar. Play it for us, sweet thing.
She might sue you.
All right, we're back on the Ghurn Show. We're gonna Dink. We've had a good time tonight. Jackie, you've been great, and Les or Bart Nessman, Bart
right.
Singletary, Bart. What was it?
Bart Leatherwood.
Leatherwood, and we love the Leatherwood
Mr.
products that Bart and Jackie make. They make Leatherwood
Every day.
They make belts.
Handmade.
They make. They make.
We turn our own butter.
They churn their own butter, and of course, they know how to knit linen. And I'm really glad that they've been on the show tonight. Dink, Have you had a good time?
Of course, it's been therapy.
The best, Dink.
What you said.
All the cool kids are saying that, right?
Well, they are, and I really want to thank, thank our engineers and our crew. Dink, we don't give them enough credit, do we?
We don't give them any credit.
That's right. We don't give them any credit.
Well, it's about time. It's episode 11. It's about time to give them some credit.
It takes approximately 36 people to put this on.
Do you know all their names?
I do. I do
36?
know all their names.
That's a big office.
It's the
At one
Ghurn.
point, Daddy can't even remember your first name, man.
I'd like to send them a Christmas card.
I would too.
There you
I
go.
would too. And we'll probably do that. There's Ghurn Show Christmas card templates out there, and we can make a electronic Ghurn card for everybody. You know what we call people that are fans of the Ghurn Show? We call them two things. There's Ghurn heads, and then there's Gurneys. Gurneys.
And no cap.
What?
I thought Ghurn. What
No
about
cap.
Ghurn nights? We have a small Ghurn
Good
night.
night.
Ghurn
There
nights.
you go.
We have a Ghurn skating night at Boulevard Skating down here in Padunda. And they can come out and just mention the Ghurn Show and get 30% off of their shoe rentals for bowling. That's a nice perk that we've always given to the people. Jackie, I know you've done charity work before. You're into nonprofits. You're into
That is true.
helping people.
That is true.
Jackie Z, go ahead and use these minutes to let the people know about the people that need help and about the people who help the people who need help.
I will tell you, there's a big homeless population in Nashville, and it's a rough life to be in. But you go to NashvilleRescueMission.org, and you can use the donate button. And
That's right. They have a donate button. They have a give till it hurts button. They have
give till it hurts.
give till it hurts button. And, it all goes for a good cause because Ghurn Blandston, I want to say here tonight that I have been unhoused. I have been houseless. I was living in a 1964 Rambler at one point. Rambler station wagon, though. It was quite comfy.
I thought, yeah, I remember that.
1964 Rambler, yeah. And it had, I had a mailbox on the side of it. I could get mail there. It was quite comfortable, but I know a lot of people don't have access to a 64 Rambler, and so please,
Station wagon.
Was that
wagon.
AOL, Bill?
that
AOL?
So please give to Jackie's nonprofit, and help those who need help. Please,
It's a good
Jackie.
cause.
Jackie.
It's a good cause. I tell you what, it's a tough life to live, but sometimes people fall on hard times. So
That's right, they do, and I've been there. There was a time when I ate mostly bugs and rats that I found in the culverts around my city that I was in at the time. And
Did you know the Ninja Turtles?
I did. There was Donatello, Giacomoto, Singabraro, and Julio, I believe.
Why not four and bad if you're hitting the baseball? But
Yeah. Well, Julio, he's the one I like best.
You and
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I got to say it on the air tonight. I liked Julio The Ninja Turtle, my favorite Ninja Turtle. Dink, you can speak in a moment. All right.
The truth comes out.
Is Julio?
My secret favorite Ninja Turtle was Julio.
You heard it here first.
You knew he was broke. He got the.
God, he drove a great car though, didn't he? I mean, a '64 Chevrolet with the whole the shocks thing that made it go up and down. You know, that was awesome. And as it turned out, Julio passed away. He passed away, and he's now residing in a crypt. And I'm so sorry to see him go because, it's hard to replace a Ninja Turtle. I mean, how many people have shells on their backs? Nobody that I know. Dink, do you know anyone?
Yeah.
You do?
I know a hunchback.
Yeah. I know a guy by the name of Leo, maybe.
Can you play me in? No, I'm not talking to you, sweetheart. Kitty,
you must have.
Can you play me in?
You must have the pirate.
Kitty's back.
Kitty's back, everybody. Kitty's bringing it down. Bring it to the music. Come on, baby.
And you thought the show was over. We have another hour.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to go now to Gabby Gabbiton out in the, I believe he's...
It's Christmas.
We're going to go to Gabby Gabbiton out in the Nevada desert. Gabby, we have you out there on satellite cell phone. Do we have a copy on you, Gabby? Yes, you got a copy on me, man. I'm out here in the frickin' desert. It's hotter than shit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Vegas. Why? You're gonna go to Vegas, Gabby? Dink, tell Gabby about going to Vegas.
Be careful, Gabby. Be careful.
Well, unlike the mines I was working in, I was out there in the mines and there was literally no women. And I thought to myself, I'm here in the desert of Nevada. I need to go to Vegas. So I'm going to go to Vegas, Dink.
Well, good, Gabby. Get you a little R&R. Get out to that Bunny Ranch.
I'm not looking for rest and relaxation, Dink. I'm looking for chicks. I'm looking for girls. I only got a few years. I got that black lung, Dink.
Yeah, the mines will get you.
Yeah, they did get me, and I didn't make any money, and I'm nearly broke, and so I figure, what the hell? Hookers and cocaine, right? Well, I got a way around that, Dink. I got a way around being broke in Vegas. You
got a system?
I have a stash. Okay, Dink. I've got a stash of gold. Everybody thinks I'm stupid and I can't mine and I can't get gold. I have a super big pocket full of gold.
Well, that'll get you by.
Yeah. So long, everybody. God dang. We're out here on the Vegas Strip. We're having a good time. And we'll talk to you next time, Ghurn. You be careful now, you hear me? And don't, please, Ghurn, don't step on any cracks. 'Cause you know why? Everybody, you know why? It'll break your mother's back. Ha, ha, ha. And we're back with the Ghurn Show. We have a couple here that they're a married couple, and they I'm trying to find out. You know, I've long been interested in other groups, and I'm in the baby boomer group, right?
True.
Dink.
True.
Dink.
Yes,
we may have lost him.
He's on dialysis. Give him a second.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, you're
His
right.
nurse is right there.
You're right. And
Hello? You can't. Can you hear me?
Dink.
Everything's
Are
kind
you
of going dim.
Dink, are you slipping? Are you slipping away?
I hope not.
Do you think everything's beautiful?
Are you slipping away, Dink?
Bring me back. No.
I want to be a baby boomer.
So I'm going to ask you, Mr. and Mrs. Zinkelmeyer, can you tell me your age? First of all, tell me how old you are, if you would.
Well, I like to tell the kids I'm 21 on like my 34th anniversary.
So what would you classify yourselves in the particular generation X?
You know, math is
Generation
particularly hard. Math is hard these days. So I'll tell you, I'm a mix between a millennial and like
a mountain
new
panda?
age.
New age.
Basically. Yeah, mountain panda. Yeah,
New age.
that's me.
So I was Dink, I'm going to bring you in here to the conversation.
I don't know about that.
Dink, I'm going to try to bring you in here right now.
Okay, that's a good rephrase.
Could you possibly reiterate on what I'm saying? You're a baby boomer. I'm a boomer. But then, I lose track after that because
And I'm a boomer sooner. Woo!
yeah. And I lost
Cowboys.
track. So, Jackie, could you tell me, are you Generation X, Z, or what?
Elemental P, we get confused.
You're not the only ones.
But I will say, go Cowboys.
Baby.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah.
Atta girl.
That's right.
So, the baby boomers were the largest group of perfectly trained 6-year-olds, right?
Yeah. Back in their day. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was one of those, and I was perfectly trained.
I wouldn't call you perfectly trained, Ghurn, but we can settle that off the show.
Really? That's the opinion you have at this point in time?
We don't have time for that on the show.
We don't. You're right. It's waning. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dink.
From the mic, when you were away from the mic, we took a vote and it was unanimous. So
True.
Just let it drop.
What I gotta understand. Okay, here's what I have to understand. Why is every episode some kind of fucking coup? Okay. Why is everybody trying to take... Seth wants to take over the show. Dink wants to take over the show. Dink has been in negotiations for his contract for 45 days at this point. And
I thought you were going to say 45 years, because that's accurate.
No, not quite that bad. But, he's he's a star, and I give it to him. I do.
Did he have this recorded on cassette tapes or what?
Yes, we record this on cassette tapes. They're easily available to the blind.
And we do
A lot of work.
great numbers and
they're accessible to the blind.
The corner.
Yes.
You can find them at the local library or what?
Yes, we're at the library. We've been accepted into the Congressional Record, I believe. We're probably in line for some kind of Nobel Prize. I'm not sure.
I mean, Ghurn, like you were like up there in the photography session of some of the congressmen, right?
Yes.
Where you are.
Did you get pictures of Obama?
I had to give that up. There was a reason for that. Everywhere I went, there was kind of I could look around and see a black Chevrolet, kind of a syrup.
Suburban.
Huh?
Those big black Suburbans.
Yes.
I thought Uncle Randy was going to say big black people.
No.
That would be racist.
I knew George Floyd personally. He was a hell of a guy. He was a hell of a guy. I partied with him.
Did you buy his George Foreman grill?
He had stuff over for a sandwich. A turkey sandwich with cottage cheese and olives.
I'm not racist. I have the George Foreman grill.
Heck, I think we've gotten off on a tangent here. And
yes, and I fucking love it.
We've gotten off on a tangent, and we're all
what you
about
get for bringing up George Floyd.
We're all about that, and here on the Ghurn Show, we try to be inclusive. We got inclusion built in.
Unless you're black.
We have inclusion built in to the business model. There's certain procedures we've set in place to make sure equity is available to everyone. There's equity has to be there. There's a lady at a window. All you have to do is walk up to our address here in Padunda and walk up to the window, say you're here for the equity, and she will give you some equity. And now
we will give you some equity.
Yes,
Master.
I got your equity.
Please don't squander the equity. Okay.
You have mentioned inclusivity and equity, but you haven't said diversity once in that whole spiel.
Oh,
yes,
well, thank you, Dink, for bringing that up to me. Diversity, if there's equity and there's the other thing, then it just falls into place, and
A plus B equals C. Yeah.
Exactly. So, we here at the Ghurn Show.
Definitely don't air this.
Oh no, this is.
Oh yeah, this is what we do here, right? Actually, and so we're gonna see if we can't catch our breath for a minute, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've been told on the Ghurn Show that the Jackie Z,
Jackie Blitz here.
Jackie Blitz has told me that I don't know shit, and that I need to have a come to Jesus meeting. So. Meeting adjourned. Meeting come to order.
Meaning adjourn or come to order.
Come to order.
Here, E. Here, E. Here, E.
Here we are.
Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Oh, yay.
That was a Jeopardy answer once.
That was a Jeopardy answer, and I remember it, 1961. It was a brief fall. It was a cool fall morning.
Back in the day when
Was that with Jeffrey Epstein or?
when our mantles were dusty.
I believe Jack A. Jack A, as I like to call you.
Here I
Jack A.
am.
Jack A. Did you have a question, a statement?
She did, but she can't remember, evidently.
Evidently.
Oh, well,
The evidence.
I do love that the two old men on here are telling me that I cannot remember my statement. That is a very that is a very risque comment, if you will.
It's
Yes,
ageist.
it is, and you know our
It's
generation.
ageist.
Our generation
Are you
is known
offended?
for that.
Are you offended over there?
No,
Me?
no.
Hell no. Hell no.
Can you elaborate on your question?
Okay,
Or your
see,
statement?
here's what I got to explain. All right.
Please do.
Once upon a time.
Make it a short story.
Okay. I'm going to have the ghost of Boris Karloff read a children's poem. And Boris Karloff, for you kids that don't know who he is, quite possibly the most famous, the greatest horror
Reindeer?
picture.
Okay, well, Bert's dying over there, so give him a second.
Okay, well that's all right. That's all right. Listen, we've had
I'm
many.
sorry, Dinkle.
We've had many
Dinkle
deaths.
is dying over there, so give him a second.
The shrinking Dinkle.
I don't think Dink is with us anymore. I think he's crossed over. Dink,
That's
Dink,
probably
are you
true.
there? Dink, are you there? See,
I'm inhaling.
you're inhaling. Well, you know,
That's a ghost.
President Clinton said you shouldn't do that, and
He was a lying sack of shit.
yes,
Yeah.
he was. Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So,
He was.
best
back-
hat he ever had, though.
Back to the
Huh?
deal.
What?
Back to the deal.
It's
Okay.
the best
Okay.
hat he's ever had.
Dink, I want to tell you a story about a night I had one night.
Dink, buckle up.
Nothing new.
Buckle up, Dink.
Strap on your hearing aids, boy. Let's get this.
You almost made me blow my hit right there. Thank you very much. All right. We're at 1 hour 30 minutes, and we are going to say our good nights for the night.
It only took us 2 hours, 2 3/4 hours to get there.
We
You could have had 2 3/4 hours if you leave the record
It's a
button.
lot more of a commitment than I realized.
Yeah, well, you know, it's I hesitated to bring you kids in on this, and you know, it was like I was back in 1942. You know, and,
Well, I asked explicitly if I had creative liberties,
yes,
so those
yes,
were the rules.
you did, and you took them, I believe. I believe you took all the liberties available to you, and I want to
Yeah,
thank you for
that's
that,
right.
Ghurn,
That's right, Dad.
Dink. Thank her for that.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
This is my guy, okay?
So sorry, Dad. I know you don't like not having control, but
No, I
this
don't.
is my podcast now.
I don't like having not control.
Yeah, well, this is my podcast, so you invite me on the podcast. It's my podcast.
It's become yours now. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Randall, that's your daughter. That is your daughter.
Well, it's not my daughter. She came to me several. She came to me several years ago and
several years
presented herself on my doorstep at age 15.
Yeah. And she now has a lot of good ideas.
She came to me
now
and
her father.
And she came. Yeah, go ahead.
With an alleged paternity test.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
alleged.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alleged.
Yeah, my fifth wife.
Well, that's accurate. That's accurate right there.
And so, that was in my blue and bloated period, where I was I was mostly in my hotel room, rocking back and forth in the shower.
Well, here I am, and you have now created a mini you.
Yeah, and so you came to me, when you were just a sprout. Just a sprout.
Sorry about you.
You just a sprout, and I brought you in and accepted you as one of my own, and
then you just told me all of your bad habits and all of your good habits, and now I clean the house every Sunday, and
I laid it all out for you.
I want my fingers hanging in a specific way.
Yeah, I laid it all out. I believe in transparency and I believe in being upfront. And so, I laid it all out to you. Those are the rules. Here's where I am. Here's who I am.
It's like I'm married to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry, Cody.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, I feel for you, man.
Hey, I have a really clean house, though.
Well, Jackie is presenting a less than truthful picture.
Less than
yeah, and what does that say? That's exactly what you do.
Jackie,
I don't know.
Jackie,
that just lends her
Jackie has her memories. Jackie has her memories, and then there's reality, right?
Say that again.
Did I say that weird? Reality. Did I say that weird? It felt weird. It felt weird to me.
There was a whole extra syllable and a half.
Who's real? Who's real?
Reality and a half.
Yeah, who's reality? Is that another one of your kids?
Yes. Yes.
Are we in a therapy session right now? Are we in a group therapy session?
I think this is.
What is happening?
And I want to say to the folks out there,
my therapy. Are you here? My therapist that I pay a lot of money for. Welcome to my podcast.
The Ghurn Blandston show has become I don't know, something else.
Therapeutic.
Yes, that's right. That's right, Bart. By God.
Therapy.
Well, actually, Dink has a double major in
sex education.
Quick, make something up.
His first major is in deviant behavior, and the second major is in syncope clause, which nobody knows. Yeah, that's right. Nobody knows what it is. Syncope clause. Yes, it's his second major, and so he's he's more equipped to answer this than I am.
That's cool. What are you answering?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What? Did somebody ask you a question?
He wasn't.
All right, we're back with the Ghurn Blandston show, and Jackie and Bart Fingerwood is coming. They're going to head on out, and we sure have them tonight. I can barely speak.
Time.
I'm overcome with emotion, and thank you, Jackie.
Wipe the tears away.
Jackie and Bart Singelman. Thank you so much.
That effect on people.
So much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having us, Ghurn. It was a good time.
Bring us on again if you want to have good reviews.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ring, ringling
Ring,
too.
ting, tingling too.
I want to sit on a partner and play back weather with you. And then I'm going to say to you tonight it's true. Good night for the Ghurn Blandston show, Ghurn Blandston show, Ghurn Blandston show. Oh, it's the Ghurn Blandston show.